everybody, my name is Khalees, aka Raina, and welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on this video, that means you're now watching part 3 of Will Blackpink Disband. In this video, we will be talking about the member Jisoo, Jisoo. So we're going to start off with a quick opinion about, a hypothesis about what would happen if hypothetically Blackpink were to disband. And then we're going to go into a tarot reading about what will happen next in Jisoo's career and creative endeavors. Will she sign her contract again, or will she leave Blackpink? And any advice for her. So without further ado, let's get into the video. But before I do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell for notification to know whenever I have a brand new video, and to get notification when part 4, the final part of the series, comes out. All right, okay, so let's get into it. So in my opinion, I think hypothetically, if Blackpink were to disband, I feel like Jisoo has gotten into acting a lot. I feel like she will continue to, explore different realms of creativity and like different creative aspects. I feel like she will probably do like some original soundtrack songs and stuff, and do like some hosting work, some judging work and stuff like that. Like really work her way around the industry, doing many different things and seeing what she likes the best. That's what I see next for if they were to disband. And that has my opinion. So now we're going to clear that energy of opinions. Clear that. Okay, we're here to channel energy. All right, period. Like usual, we'll start off with the Light Seers Tarot, and we will be asking what's next and Jisoo's career and creative endeavors. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords, the Tower, the Magician in reverse, 3 of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck we have 4 of Pentacles. Okay, a lot more cards wanted to come out for her. Like, I'm channeling a lot of energy. The other 2 members is very like simple, I guess, because this year, next year, there's not going to be a lot of difference in terms of transitions that we're going through, but there's a lot that she's going to be going through. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the 2 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have number 11, Justice in reverse. This is a lot. So she will have a very serious decision to make on how she'll be making her money, right? So I do see her making a lot of business decisions that will give her these brand new inflows of money, right? So that's why I see like the inflows of money. So she's trying to figure out which creative career she wants to pursue, and with that, how much money she'll be able to make from that. Now, Jisoo is a Capricorn. Rose is an Aquarius, so that's why for her reading I got a lot of like flowy, out of the box type of energy. For Jisoo, I definitely see that she has always been in her Capricorn energy, unlike Jenny, who is just now learning to be in that energy. Jisoo has always been in that energy, so this energy might inspire others like Jenny to really tap into that part of themselves. But yeah, she's always been in this energy of focusing on my money. How can I get more income and inflows of finances? How can I get more people to look at me and see my talents and invest in me? I definitely see like trying to find different ways and understand her strengths so she figure out how to get more people to invest in her. There's a lot of cards about decision making. But at the end of the day, I do see that she'll have a lot of choices to choose from in terms of like what contracts she wants to sign, what opportunities she wants to take. But as long as she listens to her intuition, because she needs to allow her intuition to guide her. She can't be always guided by finances. Finance is a huge part of it, but she also needs to allow her intuition to guide her. She needs to kick that into high drive, because when you're making these huge decisions and you worry about finances and stuff, it can really get in the way of you following your right path. So there's a path that she needs to take that will transition her and pull her away from Blackpink and just being Jisoo of Blackpink. So eventually she will have to depart from being in Blackpink, so that she can go through this moment of transformation, so she can really understand what her strengths are in terms of career, finances, and creative endeavors, so that she can find out how to follow the path that's meant for her, that'll make her the happiest, make her most fulfilled, but also give her the most finances and get more people to invest more money into her. So she may be negotiating. What's next in her career is she may be negotiating more funds and more marketing opportunities. She may be negotiating more opportunities for her to be pushed to the forefront, and not be in the back. She may be negotiating because she does have a history of being given the least lines, the least screen time, like stuff like that, and kind of being pushed to the wayside. It did take a long time for people to come around to support her. There's a lot of people who were like OT3, like they only supported 3 of them, but they didn't really care for Jisoo. Like she was very much mistreated, and now she's really coming into her power and going this transition period where she was like, no, I will not be disrespected like that. I need you to give me more opportunities to make more money. I need you to give me more opportunities to broaden my career and my creative experiences. I need you to do more for me. So she's trying to get her team to do more for her. But she definitely needs to tap into her power. What is her power? And that's what she's going to be figuring out during this process. So that's what's going to be happening. That's what's going to be happening the next few, I say next 3 years, I guess it is the next 3 years, but the next few years, 3 years, she will be tapping more and more into her power and transforming the environment around her. Now we have the 2 of Wands on top of the 3 of Swords, right? So this is on top of that. So she's gonna have to make a decision that's best for her and leave something to the wayside, and that might just be Blackpink. She may need to break the hearts of a few to save the heart of one, her. She will be saving herself from a lifetime of suffering, essentially, by breaking a few hearts, by leaving Blackpink behind and leaving behind whatever hasn't been helping her, supporting her, or putting her in the right places that she needs to be to succeed. So she may even be switching teams, switching companies, and so on and so forth. Like there will be a lot of change in her life. A lot of foundations will be rocked because she needs something different, because she needs more people to invest in her, to pay attention to her, to help her to see her potential and see her power and see her strength. But first she needs to see that in herself and market that too, and push that to other people, so that these people will grab onto her and see her as the valuable asset that she is, and market her properly, and give her more opportunities to find justice, and become the best version of herself in terms of career. We need to find people who see this side of her and less of this side of her, and don't see her as much as like, oh, like she does feel like there are a lot of people who see her as an anchor to Blackpink, and she's kind of tired of not being properly appreciated and not being given enough. And so she's fighting for that now. She's like fighting the war of her career, basically. Like, you will give me what I deserve. And that's what I hear. You will give me what I deserve. And so, yeah, she just has been getting the shit into the stick a lot. And so she's going through this transformation period where a lot of boats will be rocked, because she will get what she deserves, period, point blank. You'll not tell her anything else, and she will be fighting for this. She's fighting for her career at this point, because there are people who want to take things away from her and take opportunities away from her, and there are people who look down on her and don't see her potential and don't see her skill and don't see how amazing she is and the things that she is passionate about. And so she's going to be forced down this path of finding that within herself so that she can attract people in a community and a team of people who also see that in her and can properly invest in her and push her the way that she needs to be pushed. So there's a lot of infinity signs, so I definitely see the energy she puts out is energy that she's going to get back. So she's going to be fighting for her career, so she's going to get back people that fight for her and invest in her, and she's going to get that money, she's going to get that moolah. Her finding her power, going through this transition, riding some boats in order to find her power and find her passion, and that'll lead her down a path of attracting people that are truly there to help her and support her and transform her career into something amazing and, you know, invest in her. So that is really awesome. She's gonna get the justice that she deserves, but things are on its head right now. But eventually, as she continues down this path and continues to fight for herself, everything will be upright and she will receive her justice and she will tap into her magic. So yes, that was a lot. There's a lot of energy, but there are forces and people that are very much against her and wishing badly on her, which is very unfortunate. But she will not give in and she will continue to fight. And I hope that this transformation that will occur in her life, she'll be able to get through it the best way that she can. And she'll be able to receive the help that she needs and be properly paid, honestly, because it seems that she's not being properly paid, you know, so that's not fair. So we're gonna use the Starseed Oracle to ask about, you know, well, can Jisoo renew her contract with YG in 2023? Got some beautiful cards here. We have Lost Lands, Soul, Memories, and Gifts. You've done this before. We have a Big Picture Thinking, Pleiades Energy, Visionary, Inspiring Ideas. We have Called Soul Gifts, In Training, It's Time to Step Up. And then we have Baby Steps, Action, Follow Your Intuition Before It Makes Sense. As you can see, it's still talking about following her intuition. So again, tapping into that part of her that knows better and knows what's best for her. She is the oldest in the group. And I feel like she's still trying to find herself, which is understandable because they are in their mid to late 20s. And that is still a transformative period of like finding yourself and learning yourself and expanding yourself. And so in terms of renewing her contract with YG, she needs to listen to her intuition and be willing to go through this transformative period of walking away from something that is not serving her. So I see Called Soul Gifts of Training. It's time to step up. It's time to step up and walk away from, again, what is not serving her. She knows that these people are not supporting her the way they should be. She knows she's not being given the proper resources and support in marketing. And she feels she deserves more. She knows that. So she needs to act accordingly. And that does mean that things will change. Things will be flipped on its head. But what this is basically course correcting, putting her in a position where she will be doing what's best for her and finding her truest passion, what is out there for her. Because she is a good singer, but she has said herself that dancing is a lot for her. It's very draining, and she isn't a dancer. That's not for her. That's just something that she finds a lot of joy in. And so she's trying to find the right thing for her, and it may mean her walking away. And we already said this with the other cards, but yeah, it seems like she will be heavily thinking about not renewing her contract, but she's going to have to really take a moment to relax and listen to her intuition, allow it to guide her, because she can't get too in her head about it and end up making a decision out of fear, So like I said, big picture thinking, and you've done this before. Like I said, she is experienced. Her soul is experienced. She does seem to have an older soul. And so she is being urged to tap into her intuition so she can properly guide herself in the right direction, so she doesn't have to learn these experiences again, so that she doesn't have to go through these experiences again. But yeah, big picture thing, she has to look at the bigger picture. She has to really chill out and really not be so afraid of what might happen, and really look at things from the outside in and recognize that this is a great opportunity for her to find herself. And that's what this is about. Not anybody else, not anything, just finding herself. So yeah, it does not seem like she will be renewing her contract next year, or she'll just be making some really huge changes that may mean not being in Blackpink anymore, or just really separating herself from the old Jisoo and becoming a truer version of herself. I don't like to say newer version, because that means that that part of you was never there and that it magically just came up. And that's not true. That part of you was always there. You're just tapping into it now. It's like you're shedding a layer of skin, and now you have a new fresh layer. That layer was already there. It came from inside of you. No one gave it to you. So it's not a new you. It is an improved you. It's an evolved you. It's a wiser you. You will be becoming a wiser Jisoo, a truer Jisoo. As you shed your layers, you get closer to the truth of who you really are, outside of all these outside influences and experiences. And she'll be getting closer to the truth of who she really is, and so she will be becoming a truer Jisoo. So that is amazing. And if that means ending her contract and walking away from what she used to do, then I honestly congratulate her on that. That is a very hard decision to make and a very hard transition to go through, but I hope that she's able to make it through and continue to stand up for herself and really tap into that Capricorn energy, but also the energy of allowing things to flow and happen as they may. And I hope that she continues fighting for her career. So we are going to go over to the Moonology Oracle cards and look at any advice for her. Oh wow, this is so cool. I've never gotten this card before. That's crazy. So we have emotions are running high, super moon. We've actually seen a super moon before. It's I don't remember what year it was, but it was I think it was 2021 maybe. We've seen a super moon before. Then we have this beautiful card here. I've never gotten this. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. All right. And then at the end of the deck, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. So Gemini is about communication, right? It's about talking. People with heavy Gemini energy can be very talkative, right? So this is about communicating with one's self and with those around her that she does feel do support her. Communicating with those that do support her. And really being honest about how she feels and what she thinks about certain things that have been going on in her career and life, so that she can get the true outside perspective on things. So then she can take that and take a moment to reflect and take that information, really think thoroughly, and the answers that she needs will come to her through being open about how she feels. Then we have expect powerful change. So I mean, the advice for her is to really understand that this will be a huge transformation for her. There will be a lot of changes, and she has to be willing to adjust and willing to be like, okay, I accept that this will no longer be a thing, or I accept that this will be a new thing, right? And not trying to control things too much, just be able to go with the flow. Because it's a change that needs to happen, not a change that she asked to happen, essentially, because she wants to discover herself and she wants to learn more about herself and really be more in power and control of her career and life. But that comes with tremendous change and tremendous challenges to push you in a position where you'll be able to do that and you'll be able to get there. And that's the scary thing about making huge decisions, is that there are things that will happen that you cannot control, but they will be for your best, because things don't happen to you, they happen for you to become the truest version of yourself. Period. Okay. So emotions will be running high. She will be in a very confusing and powerful and emotional state. And that's why it's so important for her to communicate and release all of that to the people that she knows she can trust, so that she can remember to come back to ground zero, come back to her center, and really remember what this whole thing is about. And this whole thing is about her and learning more about herself. Okay. So I did not expect all of this. When I first tried to channel her energy without the cards, I found it a little bit difficult. But now that I'm looking at the cards, it was a little bit difficult because it was just too much for me to look at without using any tools of assistance. Now with my tools of assistance, I'm able to see that so much is about to happen in her life. In the next 3 years, there will be tremendous changes. In the next 3 years, and it'll be for the good. She'll be so much better. We'll see where she is and how she's feeling 3 years from now. We'll see what career she might have, might be invested in, or what decisions she has made if she is following her path that is best for her. I keep doing this. That means a choice needs to be made, a decision needs to be made, and things will come into balance when it's time. So yeah, she's in a point in her life right now where she's trying to come to major decisions and conclusions, which means she'll be eventually letting go of a lot of things in her life that are not serving her and not giving her what she needs. And that's okay. That's a good thing, and it's going to be extremely emotional, extremely heartbreaking in the moment, but when she gets to her destination, she'll look back and be like, wow, I'm glad I went through all of this. I really am. I'm so glad I went through all of this, and now I know who I really am. I know what my truth is, and that is amazing. So that is what is next for Jisoo in career and creative endeavors. This is her advice. It does not seem like she will renew her contract, because it does not seem like it will be in her best favor. But we'll honestly see what happens and what she decides to do, because we're not in the music industry in Korea, so we don't know what loopholes or other other options she might have. So hopefully she just does what is best for her. Also, just let me know how you feel in the comments. because I'm thinking, since Blackpink only has 4 members, if one of them leaves for the betterment of themselves and they're like, we have to go, I have to go, it will only leave 3 of them if those 3 decide to stay. So how's that gonna work? Is it still gonna be the same? Is it still gonna be Blackpink, or is it like what is it? Are they gonna like, is YG gonna fight to have a kind of contract like GOT7 where they're still Blackpink but they're working on their own stuff and their own projects? But I don't know how that'll work for Jisoo, because that means YG still has a say in some of the things that she does. And it doesn't seem like she really enjoys that, because she feels like she's being controlled and being told to do so much but receiving so little. We'll see what happens. This is interesting. We'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell notification to whenever I have a brand new video, and to get the scoop on Lisa's career, what will happen next with Blackpink. I'll be doing more readings like this. Keep an eye out, and other videos as well. Follow me on all my social media, description box down below. And if you really enjoyed this video and you're feeling generous, there is a tip/donation jar in the description box down below. So honestly, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that you guys receive many, many blessings. I'm sending you many blessings. I'm definitely sending Kim Jisoo many blessings, because this is going to be, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So you can do this. You can get through this. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Bye.